What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with the Gembox. Got it connected, got the emulators in it, and let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so I thought we'd just go ahead and start off real quick with the Sega 32X. So here we go. There's the core. I loaded the core, load the content, and I gotta say the device does run pretty good. A lot better than expected. Now I have had Android boxes in the past, hacked, and they would play games just like this, same thing, but they all ran like crap. They would get hot and start running like crap. And this one seems to run pretty good, and it doesn't get hot, so that's pretty good. So here we go. We'll go ahead and load it up, and it loads up very fast, and it looks really good. Nice and sharp picture. Alright, English. Dark side with an X. I'll go ahead and give it some volume, and I'll go ahead and so it seems to be running it pretty good. If you're familiar with RetroArch, you probably know how the emulator should run, and it is running pretty good. So it seems to run 32X pretty good. I had more games in there, but I took them out. I actually just put my EverDrive SD card in there, and it loaded up everything. All of my Sega stuff, all of the 32X games, everything ran good. And if you look, everything looks nice. Nice and great. I'm going for a little close-up, little one, you know. It has a really pixely look because it's extremely sharp. And you can soften that up by turning the sharpness down on your TV. Or you can turn on the smoothing, which I prefer to do it myself. And I prefer to just put down the sharpness on my television set rather than messing with the actual filters in the game. So let's go ahead and try another console here. So let's go ahead and get out of here, and we'll go ahead and close this, and then we'll go ahead and quit it, and we'll go into come on, and we'll go into another one here. So here's PS1. Go ahead and load this up. It should load up pretty fast. If not, sometimes, well, what it was is that I had this one open earlier, and it didn't close correctly, so I'll just have to go ahead and just restart the app real quick. Alright, so I just had to go and do that, but you can see it's pretty easy to use. We'll go over the menu just really quick. You can see it starts off with your Play Store, and by the way, if you're an iPhone user, you will learn how to use this in just mere seconds. It's extremely easy to use, very similar to the Fire Stick. I just bought a Fire Stick about 2 weeks ago, and I only bought it really for gaming, just to try gaming, you know, just to give it a shot. I have tons of ways to play games, but I just thought I'd give it a shot, and it's really easy to use. Really easy, so don't worry about it being hard to install anything. Everything's pretty easy. But you're left with just these folders here. You got your media, you go in there, and you can go ahead and connect to your Wi-Fi, your videos, your music, your network, you know. Then you got where all your apps go. and you go to your applications, and then this is your rest of your apps and your favorite apps, like all your apps would end up there. And that's pretty much it. You know, your settings are right here. You go into this, upgrade the box itself if there's an update in the settings, which look very simple. You know, to connect Bluetooth, you would hit Bluetooth, you know, find the signal, connect. Very, very simple. So let's go ahead and load up something else here. Let's go back to where we were at. There we go. That's what we want to see. And if you look, I only have these 3 games in there right now. So let's go ahead and try one of these. And I must say, I really thought the box was gonna run like crap. You know, not crap. You know, I wanted it. I wanted it to add to my collection. But I really did think it was gonna run like crap, and no, it actually runs pretty good. It runs better than any other Android box that I had. In the past, I had others, and they just all ran like crap. They run good. They get hot extremely fast, and when they get hot, they don't work very good. This one right here doesn't get hot, and if you look at a video with ETA Prime, he breaks it down, has a pretty good heatsink in there, and that heatsink makes an amazing difference on your gameplay because it doesn't freeze up on you. But as you can see, it seems to be running it very good. Everything looks extremely great, nice and sharp picture. There's, you know, you can. That's the good thing about emulation. You can go ahead and set it up a little bit better looking than the console itself. And that's the way it is here. It looks very sharp, really sharp. You can see every pixel. And how I intend to fix that there, because sometimes having it too sharp can ruin the image. And what I do is I go into my TV and just turn down the sharpness just a little bit, and then it looks great. Rather than going into the settings and turning on some sort of smoothing. Some sort of smoothing filter. So this works great, works a lot better. But I have it in full sharpness. I have no, I didn't take it down by any, because I wanted to show you guys how it looks. And it's extremely sharp, and you really can play. And the good thing is that the control feels just like an Xbox controller. And because of that, it's really, really comfortable in the hand. So we'll let this load up real quick.
Nominal containment field at maximum. To R&D dissection chambers, breach in progress.
Yeah, I don't want to stay too long, but you guys can see it runs good, and I have played the game further, and it does run good so far. I haven't had any problems with it, but we're gonna have to go ahead and exit out of here, or you know what? I'll just go home, and we'll go ahead and go back in here. So let's go ahead and load up something else now. Let's go with Game Boy Advance. I already have a game on. This is Stuntman, but I guess I can go ahead and reset it for you guys. So this is Game Boy Advance right now, and it looks extremely great. Really easy to set up. The controller just syncs automatically with this one. But you can see it. Game Boy Advance actually looks really, really good. I was really, really impressed by it and happy because I don't have anything to play Game Boy Advance. Well, I had Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance, the SNES to Game Boy Advance, but it doesn't look good, you know? Nobody hasn't came out with an HD version yet. But let's go ahead and try something else. So we'll go ahead and load something else. Go ahead and exit here. Don't save. And you can see I got all my games on here. Not all of them, but it does run them great. I'm not sure if I have a game on here I wanted to show. I'm not sure. There is a ton of games, so give me a second. I couldn't find the game I was looking for, but I decided to go with Doom for the GBA. I'm too young to die. And remember, this is for the Game Boy Advance. And I'm gonna say, it looks great. And it's even blown up at a decent size where it doesn't look like crap, really. And it runs them flawless. So far I haven't had any problems with any of my games not working. And I have pretty much, I put my whole EverDrive SD card in there and it ran them all. Once again, I'm playing Doom 2 for the Game Boy Advance, and it kind of looks like SNES. Looks like Super Nintendo to me a little bit. So it's done pretty good. The emulator works really good. Come on. Oh, that's loud. So you see that works pretty good. And this is pretty much my favorite emulator on here. And we'll go for another one. Oh, what about Killzone? Killzone was a good game to play, but I mean, because these are like first-person shooters. So if you play these, you're able to play them pretty good size on the television set. And there's a whole bunch of filters in these. This one, I believe, has scan lines and a whole bunch of other filters. Me, I'm a scanline guy, so I love scan lines, and it looks great when I turn them on. Here's another one of my favorites when it comes to 3D games. I love the 3D games on the Game Boy Advance. It had some really cool games that were 3D. That's a dog biting me. Looks a little pixelated, but you could just lower down the sharpness and it'll look great. Here's another 3D game. We'll try it out. And I love playing 3D games, but Game Boy Advance 3D games, they really look pretty good, even though it stresses out the poor GBA console. I mean, but I always thought that they were pretty cool to have a console, a 32-bit console handheld. So you see it runs great on Game Boy Advance. And then we get out of here. I believe there's I don't have any main games at the moment. I took my SD card out, so I can't show you guys, but I ended up putting something in the wrong place, and went into my apps, and that's where our Super Nintendo is at. And then my Nintendo 64, I haven't even showed you guys that. Let's go into that real quick. Alright, so here is the Nintendo 64, and it downloads all the art for you, and that looks great. And it runs okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We'll go ahead and give something a shot here, you know? Let's try FX. I mean the F-Zero. Let's try that out. Nothing. Oh wait, there it goes. I think it's a little jittery, so it does have a bit of a struggle when it comes to Nintendo 64, although it looks really, really good. Yeah, I can hear that. It's having like echoing sounds and stuff. So you'll be able to play most of the Nintendo 64 games, although some will run wrong, you know? But the majority of them will run okay, sort of, you know? So that's pretty much it for this video. I would show you guys Super, but the video is going to get way too long, and I've got a few things to do as well. So I'm going to have to cut this video short, but you guys can see it runs great. Really decent, you know? It does, it runs good. And when you play the other games that are like Android based games, that's even better, you know? So I definitely recommend the product. I mean, you guys seen it, it runs good. And when it comes to all the other things you're able to do as well, so it's even better, you know? So it's a really pretty cool console. I don't think this is gonna run here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The Super Nintendo, doesn't want to seem to run. I have things wrong, and oh, come on, I hate when it does this. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. So thanks a lot for watching, and like always, no matter which way you're doing it, always keep gaming. Thanks a lot.